So welcome back to another My League rebuild here on NBA 2K20, and in today's video, we got a little bit of a special one. So it's been a little while since I have done a rebuild battle. Today we're going to be taking on Legendaryea. If you guys have not subscribed to him or watched his video yet, make sure to check it out after this and make sure to go toss him a sub. Absolutely great guy, great YouTuber. I love watching his content. But we're taking him on today in a Big 3 rebuild battle. So if you don't know what a Big 3 rebuild is, basically I think I did one of these about a month and a half, 2 months ago with Crushables. Big 3 rebuild, basically whoever wins the most out of the 3, so 2 out of the 3 or 3 out of the 3 wins the challenge. The Big 3 items are most championships, most 90s, and most regular season wins. The way we're going to be doing this today is we're going to do a fantasy draft, randomly selecting a team, and we decided to not go ahead and have the same pick to start. Kind of brings a little bit of an interesting element into it. So I have no idea what team I'm going to get. I have no idea what pick that team's going to get. I could have the first overall pick in Legendary. You could have the 30th. You literally have no idea. It's just kind of fun, part of the challenge today. But that about does it. If you guys, as I mentioned, do not know who he is or have not checked out his video, make sure to check it out after this. Toss him a sub. And if you guys are new here from his channel, feel free to stick around a while, subscribe. And if you guys could hit 300 likes in this video, that would be absolutely great. Let's hop into this one, boys. Okay, so as I mentioned, I have absolutely no idea what team I'm going to be using. We're probably not going to end up with the same team. It'd be literally 1 out of 30. Multiply that together, whatever the hell those odds are, when we go ahead and select our team. And I have no idea what pick any of these teams have. So we're going to stop this one in 3, 2, and 1. And we end up with the New York Knicks. This is my logic. The Knicks suck. Maybe they'll give me a good pick. I would not mind that. We're doing a snake draft. Let's see how this goes. So, oh, baby. Oh, my God. Okay, well, we now have pick 29, literally the second worst pick. Not ideal. Not ideal in the slightest. Okay, I think what I'm going to try to do here, like, oh, wow, I cannot believe Devin Booker here. Can we talk about how much Devin Booker and TJ Warren have been balling out in the bubble? Absolutely insane. I think Devin Booker's the obvious pick here. I'm actually really surprised he hasn't gone yet. I mean, not my draft picks. I wanted to go ahead and, whoa. I wanted to see who, how do I see who's gotten taken? No. Oh, here it is. Wow, John Collins over. I mean, I would be surprised, like, if some of these guys seriously gotten taken over. You know, Devin Booker, if this was ever a real thing. So we're going to be taking D Book today. Also could go KP, but we will see. So Booker's going to be our first pick here. 2 more selections, and oh my God, Porzingis is still here. That's pretty big. That is actually really, really big. Jaylen Brown's still here. Definitely could use him at small forward. I'm going to go with Porzingis, though, and now we have to obviously wait, you know, forever until our next pick, but I'll probably make one more of these picks and then just, you know, simulate the rest of it. Okay, so we got our 2 young guys, which is absolutely huge. Young players in fantasy draft rebuilds are absolutely key. I'm going to go ahead and try to maybe get some other young guys that have some seriously good trade value here. Let's see. Like Troy Brown Jr., I mean, I could probably get him a lot later. We're into the 21-year-olds now. Lonzo is here. Lonzo's here. I kind of want to go Lonzo because I think he'd be a great fit next to Devin Booker at the point guard spot. All right, let's take Lonzo Ball, and then we're going to make one more pick here, and that's probably going to be about it. I think it might be Rashawn Holmes just because I know his trade value will, you know, jump. Actually, no, it's Tristan Thompson. I know it's going to work. I'll see you guys with the team. So if you guys are ever wondering what sort of draft classes I use, I basically just use the top ones downloaded on PS4. It's literally this one by JackMove916. He's been making them for a couple of years now. Here in my league. And also, I just want to show you guys the settings today. We are literally doing 50 everything. That's what we agreed to, so nothing has changed. These are always my normal. Actually, sometimes have, you know, trade negotiation on 45, but I go back and forth on that a lot. So this is the rest of the team. Obviously, I drafted these 4 guys. The rest of the team is looking like this. Norman Powell, Monte Morris, PJ Tucker, Parsons, Josh Jackson, Cameron Johnson, former Suns first-round pick, Javonte Green, Johnson. Wow, Kevin Knox ended up back here. So, you know, maybe my assistant GM knows that I like some young guys here because obviously they have a lot of trade value. But please tell me Parsons. Okay. Did he get, like, did his contract got, like, bought out or something? Because he used to have the world's worst contract. But we have a really solid team right now. I'm super pumped to see how we do. This team is definitely better than what the Knicks are right now, but we definitely have a couple trades to make. Let's hop into some of these. So trade number 1 here is coming with the Milwaukee Bucks. Whenever I do these rebuilds, I try to think about it strategically. I mean, ultimately, yes, I would love to have 1090 overalls, but I'm going to win the that's my goal, is to win the challenge. So I have to win 2 out of 3 of these at a minimum. So 1 is to 3-peat, and then 2 is to get literally 75 plus wins. Like, that is what I'm striving for today. Obviously, more 90s helps that, but if I can, you know, build up a really solid team without having a ton of 90s, that's what I'm going to go for. So, Domantas Sabonis, welcome to the team, is going to be the next member of our front court. So, if we look at the rest of this team right now, I definitely want to get Lonzo back up. We do have Monte Morris here, so I wouldn't mind trading, but he also is on a multi-year deal, so I definitely could keep him. Whole lot of small forwards here, like, whole lot of small forwards here. And I don't really want any of them. I'm just, you know, keeping it honest with you. So definitely could be in the market for a new small forward. And then Porzingis is here as well. Definitely, you know, maybe want to get him or Booker back up. We will see which one we go with. But definitely not done with trades. So I'm going to offer this to the Atlanta Hawks. I have no idea. I would imagine, yeah, they weren't going to take that one straight up for Brandon Ingram. How about if I throw in Josh Jackson? They can't even do that. Who's like your worst player? Javon Carter. And then how about if I give you like a couple first round? Simple enough. Brandon Ingram, welcome to the team. Next trade is going to be sending Javonte Green and a second-round pick over to Chicago for a first-round pick. We're also requiring a trade exception in return. So at this point in time, I'm going to probably package Carter and Farrell here for a different backup point guard. That's probably a smart move. Also, they're both on one-year deals. I'm really liking the makeup of this team right now. I think we're definitely starting off this one hot. Actually, I kind of want to go Frank Jackson, but I'm also trying to three-peat, so I need a really good team to start this one off. And, it also wasn't, the smartest thing in the world that I do have a ton of young players here. Ooh, Kelly Olynyk. Do I have a backup center right now? I did sign Joakim Noah. Okay. No, I'm going to get a point guard. Here's the thing, though. None of these guys that I'm getting offered are, like, higher overalls. All right, screw it. I'm going to take Kelly Olynyk. Kelly Olynyk's going to be coming in here. I actually could move him to my backup power forward spot. We do have Stanley Johnson. But, yeah, let's move Kelly Olynyk to our backup power forward spot. I mean, I want this team to, like clear in a way, win a championship in year number 1. So, actually probably not going to get Brandon Ingram a backup. I think that's the move. So, Parsons and Malcolm Moore are now going to get combined. Also, Monte Morris can fully play backup point guard. Like, I changed his position. So, I'm actually just going to move it back. I was going to trade him, and his trade value is higher, at shooting guard. But now I'll try to get a backup point guard or shooting guard and just, get whichever one other we don't have. So, let me make that trade. This one right here, kind of kills two birds with one stone. Duncan Robinson, Thomas Satoransky. I think they're definitely probably both better than Monte Morris. That's just my opinion. But Robinson's going to be here as our backup. We're not going to have a backup small forward. Knox is in the G League. I'm definitely going to capitalize on that trade value at some point in time. But yeah, now that I do have Thomas Satoransky on this team, who's on a multi-year deal, I think I'm going to package Morris and Joakim Noah for a better backup center. So Morris and then Joakim Noah. I know I just signed him in free agency, but we also agreed to turn off all sorts of trade restrictions, stuff like that. Jakob Poeltl is honestly kind of perfect. Or it could go, yeah, let's take Willie Cauley-Stein. We're also getting Javonte Green back here, funny enough. I'm actually probably going to trade him again and try to get another first-round pick. So, Javonte Green. Anybody want to give me a first-round pick? Come on, I know somebody does. No? Nobody? No takers? All right. That's kind of sad. All right, he'll just chill. He's not really even going to play. But, yeah, the team is all set now. I'm absolutely loving it. I think this team's absolutely sick. So let me go ahead and set this rotation. So year number 1, the rotation is all set here. This team is looking absolutely unbelievable. The only thing that does get me a little nervous is we do have a lot of young players here. So I'm hoping 2K just, doesn't give a shit about it for year number 1 and just, lets us win 70 games in a championship. That would be an absolutely perfect start to this rebuild. But here's how it's going to be looking for year number 1. Lonzo Ball, Devin Booker, Brandon Ingram, Domantas Sabonis, and Kristaps Porzingis. Bench, Thomas Satoransky, Kelly Olynyk, Willie Cauley-Stein, and Duncan Robinson. And then I did just go ahead and sign a bunch of guys in free agency just because we literally had 10 players in the team. But we're all set. Kevin Knox in the G League. Going to take advantage of that value this offseason. Let's see how this team does. So not the ideal start. Not the ideal start record-wise for a first year. We won 57 games, which honestly isn't that bad. When we have the moronic David Fizdale as our head coach. It is what it is. Luka seems to win MVP literally every time. That tends to change and start today, but, start today's been, offline for however many weeks. Here's my thing with start today. I understand wanting to fix it because, one, the game mode sucks. I don't even know what they're doing right now. I would imagine they're fixing something or trying to implement some sort of thing with the bubble. Who gives a shit? There's not even a month left of 2K20. Why? Just let us play it for the final month. I don't know. Is what it is. Luka wins the MVP. Ja Morant Rookie of the Year. Rubio 6th man. Kawhi Defensive Player of the Year. Luka also wins Most Improved. Brad Stevens Coach of the Year. Seriously, we won more games. So we are a 1 seed. That definitely could help in the championship department. Obviously not in the record department. I'm definitely going to guarantee Legendary is going to win more than 57 games. And prayers up that I do at some point as well. But Devin Booker led us in scoring. Then it was KP, Brandon Ingram, Sabonis, Olynyk, Lonzo, Cauley-Stein. I mean, I really like the makeup of this team. Already. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and try to get a lot more 90 overalls at some point in time, but we will see. Philadelphia here in the first round. Kyrie, CJ McCollum, Hayward, Aaron Gordon, Jakob Poeltl. That is a really, really solid 8 seed right there. That does not look like an 8 seed in my opinion, but this seems to happen every single time. Every single time I do one of these fantasy draft rebuilds, I always play an 8 seed, and they never look like an 8 seed. That team, the NBA is supposed to be pretty even right now. We just did a fantasy draft, a snake fantasy draft. And that team, I get my team because I made a bunch of trades, and, that's what's supposed to happen in my league, but they're not supposed to start like that. This is a little bit, okay, now maybe not. Maybe there's just a lot more talent in this league than I'm, really giving it credit for, because all of these teams are looking stacked as hell. Given this is a 4 seed, I will say that. It's Detroit and Boston there in the bottom of the East. We're 2-2, battle in New York right now, up 3-2, and we do end up closing them out in 6. Moving on to Boston, Fultz, Barrett, Porter Jr. Oh, they have Giannis. That's cool. LaMarcus Aldridge, Favors. That's a whole lot of big men you have on this team right now. I don't really know if we have anybody to cover Giannis. Other than that, it's a pretty young team. But then again, we're also young as shit, and we just lost. So, all right. Well, that's where, having a top 3 pick in a fantasy draft, comes to play. But it is what it is. Warriors go on to win the finals. Luka does go on to win finals MVP. Funny, I'm sure Luka was pick 1 and Giannis was probably pick 2. If I had to take a gander there. So, we're heading into this offseason right now. It's definitely an important one. I definitely need a new head coach. There's no way we have our first round pick. I'm almost 99% positive I traded it. Yeah, we do not. Okay, Jazz end up with the number 1 overall pick. I wonder who they will take. But yeah, I'm clearing house here. Like, this is the days that I need a good-ass staff. This is not the days, switch it up in these rebuilds. Like, I need a good staff. We're going to go assistant coach Peterson, and then is there any way Popovich would want to come here? If I gave him like $8.5 million a year. We are the New York Knicks. We definitely have a lot of money. And Pop wants to come here. Welcome to New York, Greg Popovich. Welcome to, this fire that we call a team here. So we have pick 18 and pick 20 in the second round. I'm probably going to maybe try to move up with one of those or maybe try to, capitalize and get somebody else. I'm going to make a trade. So I wasn't able to really find a trade for any sort of player that was, really had value. I tried to include some other picks, some other players. I really couldn't find anything. So we're just going to send it to Boston. We do get an unprotected Memphis pick. I really didn't even check how good Memphis was. That's actually my fault, but it is what it is. We're heading up to team player options now. Olynyk declines, Cauley-Stein declines. I'm definitely bringing back Robinson, and hopefully I can get a first-round pick for Javonte Green now that we are in the offseason. So Brandon Ingram has a qualifying offer. Absolutely need to make sure he's my number 1 target back this offseason. I believe he's our only big free agent. Kelly Olynyk and Mo Harkless are okay, and we don't even have bird rights on Brandon Ingram. But he is restricted. So there's that. I don't think it's going to, it doesn't let me sign him, but it's definitely going to let me match the contract. It's such a weird thing. And look, I get in order to have bird rights, the player has to be on your team for 3 years. But every time I do a fantasy draft rebuild and somebody's a free agent, either the first offseason or the second one, I'm always able to re-sign them full bird rights. So I don't know why it decided not to give me it today, but it is what it is. So Javonte Green now, hopefully getting me a first-round pick because I don't really see much else use for you on this team. First-round pick from the Atlanta Hawks. That's absolutely perfect. I don't really know what I want to do with Kevin Knox, if I'm being honest. I kind of want to package him with Satoransky and see if I can, maybe just get somebody unbelievable. Then again, I also have to remember I have to keep a bench as well. Wow. Now, this is a trade. This is a trade I'm definitely interested in. Or Yusuf Nurkic. Okay, so we're actually getting some pretty good value here. A little bit better value than I actually thought. Lauri Markkanen. Okay. Here's the reason why I want to go ahead and probably take this Jarrett Allen trade. 1, I think Will Barton's going to be great off the bench for me. 2, I know Jarrett Allen will progress, especially if you move him to power forward to a 90. And obviously, I do want to try to get a decent amount of 90. So we do have to give up a first-round pick. That's not the end of the world. I'm more blown away by the fact that Kevin Knox has 3.5-star trade value after sending him to the G League for a year. Which really doesn't make any sense. I'm going to get Brandon Ingram back. So Brandon Ingram accepted a contract on day 1. I have matched it. I'm also re-signing Kelly Olynyk. I'm hoping, typically every time I do this, the game lets me match it. And it did today. Okay, that's perfect. I don't know why it doesn't say we have bird rights on him, but that's actually fine with me. So here's what I'm going to do right now. I know I just said I love the Will Barton aspect, getting him, but I think I probably still don't really want to back up small forward. Maybe could let Duncan Robinson go. They're both on 1-year deals, though. That's the thing, and I'm pretty sure neither of them have player options. Oh, well, he does have a player option, but he's going to decline that. Robinson's up after this year, so I also could improve Lonzo. I don't know if Lonzo's going to hit a 90. And at least by a bare minimum, I need my starting 5 to all be 90s. So I probably have a couple trades to make here. So I know for a fact that De'Aaron Fox is going to go ahead and hit a 90. I just tried to trade for Ben Simmons. I literally gave up Lonzo, Will Barton, Duncan Robinson, and whatever it was, 3 or 4 first-round picks, and they were not having it. So you're definitely not getting Kristaps Porzingis for Andre Drummond. How about if I just include a pick, and how about if I just, go ahead. I don't really want to give up any of these guys, but I probably should give up one of them. Actually, can I give up Barton and not give up any picks? How about if I just do seconds now? Okay, simple enough. So we now have De'Aaron Fox in this team. I wanted to keep Will Barton, but ultimately, if it helps me get a guy who's definitely going to be a 90, that's probably more important. I now need a backup point guard. Shabazz Napier is more than serviceable and more than fine. We also have bird rights on Willie Cauley-Stein, but I don't really need him back on this team. So we are all set. I think probably KP will definitely be a 90. Sabonis should be close. Ingram will definitely be it. Booker will definitely be it, and hopefully Fox. So this is the squad we're rolling with now. I will see you guys at the start of year number 2. So year number 2, this is how the squad is looking, and I definitely, I'm going to have to explain the bench a little bit, but De'Aaron Fox, Booker, Ingram, Sabonis, Porzingis is definitely the starting 5. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I definitely want to make sure we have a 9-man rotation going here. I am playing Jarrett Allen as my 6-man. Now, typically having a starting caliber center, having a center at all as your 6-man is probably not the smartest thing in the world. What I need to do right now is make sure I can get Jarrett Allen the most minutes possible. He's currently an 83 overall. I need him to play and develop as much as possible. So even if it's not smart, if it takes away a win or two, I'm going to sacrifice that because I do need Jared Allen to progress. Other than that, Kelly Olynyk, Shabazz Napier, and Duncan Robinson. Actually, I'm going to do a quick swap here. I'd rather get Duncan Robinson the 15 minutes. So that is how it's going to be looking. I'm actually really liking this team. Again, the whole starting five is what? Under 25 or 25 or younger? Yeah, it is. So with Porzingis being the oldest. But I'm loving this team. I'm hoping we can get a championship this year. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So we ended season number 2 with 67 wins, which is not bad. Not bad. I can take 67. As I mentioned, I definitely want to break 70, maybe even 75. I'm definitely have to make a lot of moves this offseason if I want that to be a possibility. But Luka wins the MVP, and something, you don't see a lot. I mean, he wins the MVP a ton, pretty much 2 to 3 times a video, but never really he gets the triple-double. He's always like 0.2 assists, 0.2 rebounds, 0.2 everything off of a triple-double, and it's kind of sad, but he finally got it in the triple-double department. LaMelo is your Rookie of the Year. Ricky Rubio, 6-man. Kawhi Defensive Player of the Year. Garland, Most Improved. Pop wins Coach of the Year for us. Imagine going from David Fizdale to Greg Popovich. Knicks fans are probably in their fields right now. But 67 wins, as I mentioned, is absolutely awesome. Definitely excited about that one. Excited to see what we can do in these playoffs here. Booker, KP, De'Aaron Fox, Ingram, Domantas Sabonis, Olynyk, Allen. Okay, like I'm a little nervous that a couple of these guys are not going to hit 90s that absolutely need to hit 90s. So that would kind of suck, but we'll see. Philadelphia here, Kyrie, McCollum, Hayward, Gordon, Jakob Poeltl. I mean, this is the team. I think did we lose this team or did we beat this team? I honestly forget. I know we played Philadelphia last year. I just forget the outcome of it. I think we beat the Brooklyn Nets. We might have lost to Philadelphia. No, we lost in the East Finals, but I don't think we played. Oh, no, we played the Celtics. We played the Celtics. Now we're playing the Celtics again. Fultz, Barrett, Porter. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That team scares the living shit out of me. Domantas Sabonis is just going to have to do what he can do, and oh, my God. Wow. I did not think we would win in 5. I thought it would be a 7-game series. Okay, Tyus Jones, Donovan Mitchell, Bridges, Anthony Davis, Montrezl Harrell, Penis Cantor, Derek Favors. Oh, wow. Another solid squad. Another very, very solid squad. I'm actually pretty nervous right now. I'm actually, okay. And we win in 5, and now we have the Warriors. So, Schroeder, Doncic, Wiggins, Lesbian, Mitchell Robinson, Brunson, Mirotic. Oh, my Christ. A lot of these teams have a ton of big men coming off the bench. We're up right now, 3-1. Let's go, baby. There it is. There it is. Championship number 1 in the book. Devin Booker is your finals MVP. So we got 1 championships in 67 wins. And I think 90 overalls right now. Obviously, it only counts, at the end of the year, whatever. Whenever you have your most 90 overalls, when it counts. That's what I do, but some people might do it different. We're up to staff signing. I believe everybody. Oh no, we need a new CFO. Taylor, you're fine. Cool. I don't really care about my CFO. I'm not going to lie, but maybe it affects something in here. It says not to draft those 3 guys. I don't really know who they are. We have the 7th overall pick from the Hawks. Let's go. That's absolutely huge. That is absolutely huge. Okay. So, under contract right now. Here's my thinking. I think packaging Kelly Olynyk and Shabazz Napier for a 90 overall, or somebody who's really damn close, is absolutely key, along with the 7th overall pick. If I put them in the trade finder, okay. 5 in Whiteside, Jordan. Okay, these are not what I'm looking for. Let me make a trade. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get Chris Middleton right now. What I'm actually going to do is try to do it without giving up the 7th overall pick. And holy shit, we just got Chris Middleton way too easy. Okay. I was not expecting to get it for that cheap. Like, I really, really wasn't. The thing is that sucks right now, I don't really have anybody else I can, money-wise package in with the 7th overall pick to, go ahead and get somebody else. So what I'm probably going to do, let's trade up to pick 5. So we just acquired pick 5. I'm going to draft somebody at 5, and then maybe in some sort of trade after this we can work on it. Because I'd rather have a player like Jonathan Kuminga, who is literally an 80 overall, on this team instead. So yeah, Kuminga's a 79 overall. That's absolutely perfect. His trade value is going to be through the roof. If this wasn't the final year, I would definitely keep him because I think he could definitely be, a 90 overall at some point. But okay, free agency here is huge. I'm hoping money-wise we don't screw ourselves. I'm hoping that Chris Middleton trade didn't just screw me. It definitely could have. So yeah, what I'm going to try to do is make sure these guys get their qualifying offers. Unfortunately, I can't do it with Jared Allen because then he's restricted, and I know he might not hit a 90, so I might have to trade him. So as long as I do not renounce the rights on him, that's absolutely perfect. I'm going to wait and then until after free agency. But for now, we're good. They're going to get their qualifying offers. That's perfect. Let me make sure the rights are not renounced on Allen. And then hopefully I don't screw myself. Sometimes I occasionally go over the hard cap and don't even realize it. But we got De'Aaron Fox and Duncan Robinson back, which is cool. And now is it going to let me bring back Jared Allen? Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. I thought I just clicked on don't accept it. Jared Allen, welcome back. So, we're in a pretty good spot right now. We are in a pretty good spot right now. And honestly, maybe I can package Robinson and Kuminga for like maybe potentially one more 90 overall. I honestly don't even know if that could work, but let me see if I can find a trade. So this might be a bad deal. This might be a bad deal just because I don't want to really do it, but also I'm just showing you that, yes, Duncan Robinson still has a no trade clause here. I think it still lets them sometimes, obviously, accept that. So we just picked up Colin Sexton. We just picked up Colin Sexton, who will now probably honestly start at shooting guard for us because, that's going to be such a risky one. I really don't know. I really don't know. I also don't know if Sabonis is going to hit that 90. I feel like he should, and I hope he will. But other than that, I mean, unless I can get a center that's like a guaranteed 90, I just don't know. Like, a lot of these guys are going to be on such, like, right on the edge, and it's going to be so close. Could go, I think I'm just going to do that. Okay, that makes more sense to me. I'm going to pick up Clint Capella. I like that because we also picked up Daniil House, who can be another backup, and I'm just going to move Porzingis down to power forward. Okay. Oh, boy. I'm a little nervous right now. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I might even have to start Jared Allen. I really don't even know what I'm going to have to do. But I'll obviously check in at some times next year. Maybe if I can even trade Jared. I mean, what is Jared? How many overalls does he go up? Okay, he actually goes up to an 89. Never mind. He'll be fine. I was going to move him, but he'll be fine. So Sexton is, I'm also nervous about it. Sexton and Allen that I'm really nervous about right now. Other than that, I think we're probably good. I also don't really even have any first-round picks left, so that's, not cool either. But everybody I'm getting offered is not even going to come close to a 90 overall right now. So I guess I'm rolling the die on Sexton. I definitely need to get a couple backups here. I'm actually going to trade House probably for a backup point guard, and then actually we're all set. So let's move to Daniil House. Hopefully get some sort of point guard in here. Carson Edwards, I mean, it really doesn't matter. Darren Collison's perfect. All right, we're all set. I'll see you guys at the start of the third and final year. So you'd be totally right to tell me that this is going to be like one of my weirdest looking lineups ever, but it kind of has to be. De'Aaron Fox, Colin Sexton, Brandon Ingram, Kristaps Porzingis, and Clint Capella. Now, yes, I do want to win more than 67 games. That is an absolute fact. But I would prefer to go ahead and get these guys all to 90 overalls. I know I was saying earlier different things, but I have it now. It's all set up perfectly, and I think I can get Sexton to a 90 overall. So I'm going to, risk it for the biscuit on him. If it doesn't end up working out, that's going to suck. But we'll see how it works. Devin Booker, Chris Middleton, Jared Allen, and Darren Collison are going to be on my bench. These three are all playing 22 minutes just so they can all maintain their overalls. And if I move Allen to power forward, he's definitely going to be a 90 overall. So that is going to be it. If we do this correctly, we will have 8 90 overalls, hopefully 2 championships, and hopefully 70-plus wins. I'm loving this team. I'll see you guys at the end of the third and final year. So I've come to the decision that Colin Sexton is not going to hit a 90 overall. It's too much to risk, and I know for a fact Mitchell Robinson will get there. If not, power forward, he'll probably be like a 94. So, time to redo this rotation. Devin Booker's going to step in. Now we have way too many centers. I'm probably actually just going to move Jared Allen to power forward now. Really is not going to change much. Yeah, he's a 92. Okay, so we're good there. My apologies, honestly. I mean, this team, it is what it is. Why would Porzingis not be starting? And Brandon Ingram starting as well. So, I'm liking this team. Again, I don't really see a problem with it. I definitely know okay, I'm going to trade Bismack Biyombo. That's definitely going to happen. Let me get somebody else from him. I just need some sort of guard because Bismack Biyombo, I cannot fathom having literally 4 centers beginning. Mike Conley, perfect. Welcome to the team. 3-4 years ago, Mike Conley maybe could have hit a 90 for me. But I am liking this team. I'm definitely liking the team. The way it is made up right now, I definitely think we will have 890 overalls, which is going to absolutely be huge for us. 10 here. I'm literally doing 22 to all these guys. That's what I was doing before. Just Middleton's going to be my 6-man. So let me just reacclimate these. 32, 34, whatever the hell it is, 33. It really doesn't matter that much. Okay, so this is it. We currently sit at 29-7, so we're probably on pace to break 67 wins, which would be cool. But Fox, Booker, Ingram, Porzingis, Capella, bench, Middleton, Allen, Robinson, and Conley. I will see you guys at the end of the third and final year. So into year number 3, third and final year. Luka once again the MVP. We won 71 games. So lock it in. That's number 1 that you can absolutely confirm. 71 wins is what we are capping at. Luka Doncic MVP, as I mentioned. Cade Cunningham also wins 6-man. I don't know who he'd be backing up. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. I kind of like him in a Pacers jersey, not going to lie. RJ Barrett, Most Improved. Greg Popovich wins Coach of the Year. 71 wins. That's what's locked in for us right now. Standings-wise on the year, 16 games ahead of the Pacers as a 2-seed. Player stats. Check this out. KP, Booker, Ingram, Fox, Middleton, Capella, Allen, Conley, and then Robinson. Rebounds, ones at Capella, and assists was De'Aaron Fox. Team stats on the year, points per game, just under 130 and just over 106, giving us just under a 23-point differential. So we got Chicago here in the first round. Chris Dunn, Bradley Beal, DeMar, Tristan Thompson, Yusuf Nurkic. Again, a solid squad, but I mean, we literally have 890 overalls right now. I don't really think that they're really going to be, too tough to beat right now, and I just love how long it takes to simulate things. I love it. And I know it's quicker on PC, and I just saw today that 2K21 will be current gen on, the PC. So I will be getting the current gen, or the next gen, and I'll be doing it on there. Even if there's not that big of a difference, just even for the fact of other games, it's not even just 2K that I would, want to get for next gen. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some big differences, but it's mostly for other games that I'd probably be doing. Other games that you guys don't really see me play, but you know what I'm saying. So I will be getting it. It's literally not just for 2K. I do play other games. But Van Vliet, Barrett, Harris, Jason Tatum, my dad, and Ivica Zubac going to be the starting 5 for the Washington Wizards. It's Golden State and San Antonio over there in the Western Conference as well. We're up, and we end up beating them in a nice gentleman's sweep. And now we got the Warriors again. Schroeder, Doncic, Wiggins. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. They signed Giannis to pair with Luka Doncic. Are you kidding me? And I thought I was going to easy in the bag. Okay, I still do easy in the bag. Have 2 championships, I guess. Okay, well, I guess I bitched for nothing. But KP goes on to win Finals MVP. I cannot believe that they signed Giannis. That's crazy. He was on the Celtics before, which is like a pipe dream for me. But let me just go ahead and make sure we got everybody. Robinson's is good. Capella's good. Conley doesn't even count anyways. Actually, they were all 90s even before I changed their positions. But as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 90 plus overalls on this team. So to end this one more time, 71 wins, 2 championships, and 890 plus overalls. So I have no idea how Legendary EA did, but he's pretty good at what he does, so I would not be, shocked if he ended up beating me today. But if you guys enjoyed it, let me know this down below in the comment section, along with leaving a like. Let me know some other My League YouTubers you want me to take on. I've literally done one against, I'm pretty sure, the majority of them. I don't think I've ever done Crispy Flakes, and I had definitely not done King of the Fourth Quarter. But other than that, I've hit all of them. And I'd be happy to hit up Kenny or, Crispy Flakes too. So if you guys want me to do that, just let me know down in the comment section. And also go commenting on their videos. Maybe they'll hit me up. So we'll see. Probably not. But I love you guys. That about does it for me. I'll see you guys on the next one.